저는 지금 라스베가스에 있고 어제 칸쿤에서 돌아와가지고 오늘 그랜드 캐니언 투어 한번 하러 가보겠습니다.
I'm going to the West Rim and I want West Rim people first.
Everybody, we're going through historical downtown Boulder City. If you take a look off to the left here, you can see a statue, and this guy right here was the most important guy in the town. He cleaned the latrines. Now as we go up this road, if you look off to the left and right, you'll see these buildings that actually have a historical designation. Now the trick with these buildings is they are owned by residents, but they're not allowed to change anything on the exterior, only the interior. If they change anything on the exterior, they risk losing their designation as a historical building. Now these little houses, these were the managers of 6 companies lived in these houses up on the hill here. Now Lake Mead was, hang on one second. Now Lake Mead is a national conservation area, so it works just the same as any of the national parks that we're going to visit. The Bureau of Reclamation actually controls that area. Now the next thing that we're going to see is the Michael Callahan-Pat Tillman Bridge. This bridge crosses over the Colorado River. Now the bridge serves 2 purposes. An Arizona meet. It was constructed in 2003 and was completed in 2010. The bridge spans about 1,900 feet and is 890 feet off the water, making it the 2nd tallest bridge here in the United States. When we're just about there, so you guys can get ready.
I don't see the van, dude.
Hopefully you guys got a good we've reached Tusayan. It's a town that just sits on the edge of the Grand Canyon National Park. Now, Tusayan was also the home at one point of the ancient Puebloan people. These people lived here almost 1,000 years ago. They're also known as the Anasazi.
If you keep walking, you'll reach another point called White Angel Lodge. Have you been there yet? No. Okay, so if you were to go that direction, just keep walking along the canyon.
See the Colorado River again. Has anybody spotted it?
I know, way over there somewhere.
Yeah, if you look down into the canyon right here, this little finger, you just see barely a sliver of the Colorado River. And that's the only spot where you're going to see the Colorado River today.
Where's that?
Now, to give you an idea of how far down that is, that's almost a mile in depth down into the Grand Canyon. So
From here?
Yes. So you're
I would
looking.
think it'd be more.
Yeah, you're looking like it's really deceiving how when you're looking at it. Far side of the canyon rim there is over 1,200 feet taller than this side. So the ecosystem over there is drastically different than what it is over here. Just to give you a quick orientation, we're on the south rim. The far side is called the north rim. To the east of us, that's where you can find places like Horseshoe Bend. That's considered the east side of the Grand Canyon. Now, you probably heard of the west side of the Grand Canyon West. That's controlled by the Hualapai Nation, and that's where you can find stuff like the Skywalk. So, like I was saying before, that north side right there is a vastly different ecosystem. It gets much colder over there, and they get about 100 inches of snow every year. The road that actually comes to the rim is closed about 5 months out of the year because they get so much snow over there. The south rim is the most popular side of the Grand Canyon, and then following Grand Canyon West, just because of its close proximity to Las Vegas. Now, in this area, about in the 1500s, the Spanish conquistadors visited the Grand Canyon. But when they first saw it, they didn't see it as a marvel or something to be preserved. All they saw it as was an obstacle, because they wanted to get across it and get over to the northwestern side of the United States looking for gold. That was their objective. So what they did was they took 3 Native American guides and they brought them down into the canyon here. Well, the Native Americans didn't want the Spanish here, so they played stupid and they pretended like they didn't know how to get across it. You got to remember, these people have been here for thousands of years. They know every crack and crevice of the Grand Canyon. So they just didn't want them around. And after that, they didn't see another European for over 200 years. So it worked. People avoided this area. What the most popular park is here in the United States?
Yellowstone?
A lot of people think it's Yellowstone. It's actually not Yellowstone. Nope, it's not Grand Canyon.
National Park.
Bingo. Yeah, it's the Smoky Mountains. Yeah, so the Smoky Mountains actually get almost 15 million people a year visiting.
We were there.
And most of the reason for that is the proximity to a lot of major cities, because you don't have a entry fee or anything like that, so people can just come and go as they please. A lot of the rocks that you see here are a form of sandstone, and sandstone is very brittle. You can take it in your hands and break it like chalk. And you can look out there and you see all these reddish hues. That's the iron oxide that's in the rock. You see these lighter colors, that's more calcite in the rock. And if you're looking at a lot of these spots where you can see what kind of look like plateaus, what that is it's more limestone. The limestone erodes at a lot slower pace, so it will form these plateaus, and it just takes longer to erode. Now, just behind me, you can see the mules. Now, those mules.
Every national park we go to, we can collect it.
Many of them have stayed actually in this room, this right here with the balcony coming out. You have Roosevelt stayed there, Eisenhower, Ford, President Bush Sr., Bill Clinton stayed there. Several presidents that have stayed in that exact suite. Now, just over here, you can see the Hopi House. The Hopi House, originally the Hopi tribe maintained this building. It was also designed by Mary Coulter. She visited the Hopi tribe and then took inspiration from the way they built their buildings to build this one. Kind of like a marketplace for a lot of the surrounding tribes. They traded with each other, and what they would do is a lot of them would go down to the river, and that's where they would trade different goods. Now, one of the other things too that I wanted to talk to you about was the erosion. The river, where it's at right now, it's not going to get much deeper than that. And the reason why is it's now started to hit that granite layer. That granite layer is the last layer of rock that's down there. It's extremely hard. So that water, wherever that river is, it's not going to get much deeper, but the Grand Canyon will continue to get wider. Now guys, after we get photos here, this is your free time. You're going to go back down the trail the way that we came, and you can check out some of those buildings.
Sauf que lui, il était junior et 80, tu vois, ça leur a fait bouger un peu. Et
You guys want a blanket? I don't think so. Okay. They're just, we have to.
All right, everybody, we're about to see the most going over there. I'm still holding on to some of that luck, so hopefully we see a adult male. Is there